Dogs would try harder to not get hair everywhere if they knew they were the reason for the vacuum being used. The person who would have become the greatest pianist probably never played. The greatest mind for science may never have been educated. The most naturally talented at something went through life not knowing, or even realizing, their potential to be world class at something. Pretty ironic that as TV screens got bigger, split screen games became less frequent. Technically, serotonin and dopamine are the only two things you enjoy. With Notre Dame Cathedral currently fully engulfed in fire, sorting by hot over the next few hours will give you the most literal results of all time. If human teleportation was invented, existing transportation corporations would try to get it outlawed. Many superheroes wear a cape, but Doctor Strange's cape wears a superhero. Maybe cats purposely break stuff, so that when new stuff is bought they get to play with the box. Hooking up with someone you met online, and catching an STD is another way of getting a virus online. Hi, how are you is pointless. 99% of the time the person asking doesn't care about the answer, and the person being asked lies. The internet has some of the smartest conversations about the dumbest topics. Oxygen had a threesome with 2 hydrogen, and they got wet together, and saved us all. If nothing is real, and you're just imagining everything, you've had some pretty good ideas. Being an adult is laying in bed, being afraid of the monsters in your head instead of under your bed. If you're over 30 years old, you were alive before every dog in the world. Tear gas is just a weaponized onion. Having a school uniform is actually an advantage for lazy people because you can wear the same shirt multiple days in a row and no one would notice. Finding out that you're being adopted is a much happier thought than finding out you're adopted. Hot people with horrible personalities are the human version of clickbait. If you're considered ugly to 99.99% of the population, you're still beautiful to 700,000 people. Keep your head up. The most amazing thing about the Marvel Cinematic Universe, apart from the superpowers, is the fact that English is the main language of 99% of the galaxy. Friends are people who talk shit about you to your face and nice to you behind your back. Enemies are people nice to your face and talk shit about you behind your back. Technically, the deadliest thing known to mankind so far has been masturbation. The people that make Pringles say that once you pop you can't stop, but they are the only company that makes crisps that come with a lid you can put back on. When people say to cut to a long story short, they usually say it after having told 99% of the long story already. Love is like a fart. If you have to force it, it's probably shit. If you make a typo in a heated online argument, it's treated the same as if your voice cracks in a verbal argument. The P in pharmacist makes all the difference. It takes a good marksman to hit vital organs, but it takes an expert marksman to miss vital organs. Conspiracy theorists will believe low quality footage of UFOs, but not HD footage of rockets landing. An alien could walk right through a city with no problems now, cause everyone would just think it was cosplay. If a vegan gets bit by a snake, do they opt for anti-venom? Anti-venom of course being an animal product.